Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And it's Friday, so that's a good thing. It's about to get really hot again, so we're about to kick into some full-blown summer weather here. As many of you know, the other day there was another shooting in Pittsfield. So there was another shooting on Francis Ave. Luckily in this one, nobody was hit, but a vehicle was hit. An apartment was hit, and it just continues. It's unbelievable, the amount of violence. And I know we hear, oh, it's happening all over the country. Yes, there's a rise in violence all over the country, but that has nothing to do with us in Pittsfield. And in Pittsfield, we need to get a hold of our situation, and more importantly, because look, I think our PPD and our sheriff's department, everyone's doing a great job. I mean, they are. But it is not the responsibility of our police department to come out and be the public spokespeople to the city, unless that's what the mayor is asking them to do, which I don't think she is. It's the mayor's job. And I keep saying that. It's amazing. We haven't heard anything from her. Like anything other than that. She came out on 95.9 with Slater and Marjo, made a statement. That same day, they put a little blurb in the Eagle with photos from the standout that I organized and that I also invited her to, that she didn't show up to. And then I think the Berkshires did a piece on it with a combined story about her and the DA. But where is, like, come on, the platforms are there. Hello, there's social media for one. Where is the mayor? That's why we pay the mayor over $100,000 a year with great benefits, and she just got another raise. You're there to be a leader of the city. The city council, those aren't leaders. Those are your representation to City Hall. We elect a mayor to be the leader of the city. That is the department head. You are the police chief's boss, the fire chief, the superintendent, everybody. You're the department head. You're the mayor. And part of that, I would think, it always has been, is being the spokesperson to the people. Communication, transparency. Something we need desperately. I mean, there's a big part of calming things down. You want to know why some of the social media posts can get out of control? Because there's no communication, there's no real information. It's a guessing game for a lot of people, and people are very, very upset. So hopefully the hot weather this weekend doesn't bring more craziness. And I'm very thankful to our Pittsfield Police Department, to the men and women of the PPD. They do an incredible job. Very, very grateful, and very grateful for Sheriff Bowler. I think Sheriff Bowler's, well, we've only had two sheriffs in my lifetime. So, in my opinion, in my lifetime anyways, he's the best sheriff we've had in Berkshire County. He is just heavily active and involved in the community. And so I have zero problem there. It's the communication. I hope the mayor can come out and address something. She wasn't at the last council meeting, so they didn't say why. I hope if it is for personal reasons, everything's okay, but nobody knows where the mayor is on any of this, and the violence keeps continuing. So another thing to talk about, and before I finish out with the standout, that is going to happen. There's a public hearing coming up that the city is doing a horrible job at communicating this. There should be a big PSA behind this. But it's mass.gov, the state's website has it on there, and it's a public hearing that's coming up at the Pittsfield Library, the Berkshire Athenaeum, on Wendell Avenue, and it is Wednesday, June 30th, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and it is about the design changes and the intersection improvements near BMC. So near BMC, near North and Wacona, and all the things that are going to be taking place. The Rotary going in there. This is your chance to go to this public hearing and speak. So I will mention this again. I will put several posts out about it, but it is at the Pittsfield Library, the Berkshire Athenaeum, at 1 Wendell Ave on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, June 30th, from 7 to 9 p.m. So that's really important. I know that's been a big topic, and a lot of people have talked about that. So go. I'm going to go. I hope to see a lot of you there. Little disappointed more people are not running for office this year. It's really sad. I mean, we only have till July 16th to pull your nomination papers and get all that in. I don't know. A little bummed out about that. So that's another reason why I'm trying to build a good relationship with our current city councilors, because I know what's going to happen this year. The voter turnout is going to be the same as it always is. We'll get 17 to 20% of registered voters show out, and the council, for the most part, will stay the same. So, and that's fine if that's what the people want. So, there's a lot of good things and a lot of things coming down the pipeline here to Pittsfield. There's a lot of money coming into the area. There's a lot of things happening, and a lot of important things that need to be addressed that your counselors are going to be a big part of. And especially when you're talking about how a lot of this federal funding and state funding is going to be used, talking about things like housing in the community, affordable and accessible apartments. I mean, there's a lot of things on the table right now when you're seeing an area being gentrified. And I think we're about to see that with Pittsfield. Pittsfield was always home to the elite. There was about a 60 to 80 year window where it changed. There was the industrial boom, and it changed. But Pittsfield, really since its inception, was always known as where the wealthiest and the elite and a lot of money came. Not just other surrounding areas like Lenox and Lee and Stockbridge and Great Barrington. Pittsfield was a big part of that too. I've researched some stuff where I found some great stories. One about where the steps of PHS are now, where Mark Twain was up here hanging out with some of his poet and author buddies, and he got drunk and passed out and spent the night on the grass where the steps of PHS are. I thought that was a funny story. But this was always known as a place where presidents and rich people, and so I think it will return to that. I mean, plus I've been saying this for the past couple of years, that airport is key to a lot of this too. You could go there and see the private jets coming in and out of there. It's pretty impressive. But, we're located right in between New York City and Boston, two of the most important cities in the world. So it was only a matter of time. And I think, Milltown had a plan in this community right prior to the pandemic, and then the pandemic changed everything and I think expedited all this. Look what's happening with home values. There's a lot of people I hear conversation, I'm not going to be able to afford my taxes. And I told people, well, hang on, calm down, because there's nothing wrong with owning something that becomes worth more and more and more, especially if you can sell it for that more and more if you need to. It's a real value we're seeing. So and I understand people's concerns with taxes. I have this conversation with my 92-year-old father, who's very passionate about it, because he's on a fixed income and it ain't going to change. So there's a lot to talk about, and that council, our city council, is key to it. So I hope more people at the last minute that are maybe just waiting for the last minute throw their hat in the ring, and we'll see from there. But I do have some stuff coming up. So Ricardo Morales, he's still in, I guess, negotiations with our waste disposal and recycling and all that. That was a huge part of the last council meeting. Poor Councilor Connell was very frustrated during that, and I say poor Councilor Connell because I understood his frustration. A lot of it was very confusing, the way it was being explained. The mayor really should be there on a lot of this stuff. Hopefully she will on that issue as well. We'll hear more about that. And that's it. Oh, something I want to mention tonight. There's a comedy show going on. A friend of mine sent me this. It's at Otto's Kitchen. There's 5 comics, stand-up comics, and plus a special guest. Full menu, full bar, $100 gift certificate giveaway. I believe it's free admission. 95 East Street, Pittsfield, Mass. Tonight at 8 p.m. So if you're into stand-up comedy and you're looking for something to do, that sounds really, really cool. Definitely check it out. And I posted on the group page a link to the post for tonight for that. So that is it for now. I'll have another video out this weekend. Really hot weather coming, but it's summer. That happens every year. So hopefully it's a calm, quiet weekend. But ton coming up on. Hey Brian, sing on that song. All right. That's it for now. And some cool music stuff coming up. I'm just trying to tighten that up. It's some cool stuff I'm working on, though, that should be a lot of fun with some local people. And, yeah, all right. So for the millionth time, like I always do, that is it for now. And I'll catch you all this weekend.